RUMI! ZOEY just collapsed underwater! Come now!
I was changing outfits inside when Mira burst into the room, her face pale, gasping for breath. Her eyes were wide as if she had just witnessed something terrible.
Oh my goodness!
That sentence split the air in the room in half.
God.
I grabbed a towel and ran after Mira toward the pool area. The filming that day took place at a seaside resort. Huntrix had been invited as special guests for the episode Water Festival Challenge. Everything was arranged safely. Lifeguards, underwater cameras, medical staff on standby. No one thought anything would go wrong. Before filming, we were instructed to warm up and try underwater movements for 2 minutes as directed by the director, including stepping into the pool and dipping ourselves in to adjust to the temperature. Mira and I went in first. ZOEY went in after because she needed to adjust her waterproof earpiece, a mandatory prop for underwater shooting.
Then it happened in just 4 seconds.
The technician later said that ZOEY had just stepped onto the second pool ladder step when she suddenly froze, her hand clutching her stomach. 1 second later, ZOEY tilted and fell sideways. It wasn't slipping. It wasn't misstepping. It was collapsing because she could no longer stand. When Mira and I ran over, the lifeguards had already jumped in and brought ZOEY to the surface. She lay motionless, lips purple, body cold. Seeing ZOEY like that made my knees nearly give out.
ZOEY! ZOEY!
Mira cried while calling her name. The medical staff performed CPR, chest compressions, checked her reflexes. Then suddenly, ZOEY coughed violently, water spilling from her mouth. She grabbed my hand, trembling so hard she could barely speak. I saw the panic in her eyes. It wasn't fear. It was pain. ZOEY was taken to the resort's medical room. The doctor examined her, measured her blood pressure, checked her blood sugar, and put her on IV fluids. I stood next to Mira, heart pounding like a drum. After about 20 minutes, ZOEY became more alert, but her voice was still weak.
I'm sorry. I thought I could hide it.
I froze. Mira wiped her tears.
Hide what?
ZOEY took a deep breath, her eyes red, then said something none of us expected.
I've been taking strong painkillers because of a spine injury from the previous rehearsal. But this morning I accidentally took them on an empty stomach, so my blood pressure dropped. I got dizzy, then passed out underwater.
The medical room froze. I choked up. ZOEY? Why didn't you tell us? ZOEY turned away, her voice shaking.
I was afraid if I admitted my back hurt, the staff would cut today's performance. I'd slow down Huntrix again. I didn't want to be a burden.
Mira was so upset that tears streamed down her face.
ZOEY, you would rather drown than delay our schedule? What is that?
ZOEY could only cry, her hands gripping the bedsheet tightly.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to do well.
The doctor entered, stern.
She's lucky to be alive. In this condition, if she had been unconscious underwater for just 15 more seconds, her brain wouldn't have received enough oxygen.
I shuddered. ZOEY almost died, just because she tried to hide that she was hurt. I sat down beside ZOEY, taking her hand.
Listen carefully, ZOEY. Huntrix doesn't need someone perfect. We need you alive. If anything happens, you tell us immediately. We're a group. No one suffers alone.
ZOEY burst into tears, nodding like a child. The director came in to apologize for not noticing sooner. Filming was canceled. ZOEY was taken to the hospital for an MRI. Result: mild herniated disc, needs 2 full weeks of rest. When ZOEY smiled weakly and said,
I'm okay now.
only then did the weight finally lift off my chest.
Turns out what keeps us standing isn't schedules or accomplishments. It's the fact that we always manage to grab hold of each other exactly when it matters.
It was 11 p.m., and I was starving to the point of agony, craving instant noodles so badly my hands were shaking.
Oh no, there's not a single pack left!
I had to eat right away, but I couldn't show up with this recognizable hair. I pulled on a hoodie, put on a cap, wore a mask. No makeup, just me and my growling stomach. At the convenience store, the moment I opened the lid of my noodles, a flash exploded behind me.
RUMI? Is that RUMI? Please answer a few questions. Take the shot. Exclusive news.
I froze. I hadn't even swallowed the first bite. I grabbed my bowl and ran. Footsteps chased right behind me. I rushed into an alley when someone yanked me hard. My back hit the wall. An arm blocked in front of me, shielding me like a human barrier. His breath was warm, chest heaving, so close. The paparazzi ran past, fading away. I looked up. It was Jinu from Saja Boys. His eyes were calm in the dark, almost oddly composed.
No one saw.
He whispered. I exhaled. My voice came out cold.
What do I need to do to repay you?
One day, I hope I get to see your legendary hair.
I stood still, my heart beat suddenly ridiculous. Right then, my stomach growled loudly.
About that. Thank you.
Back at the dorm, Mira saw me clutching my head like I'd been cursed.
What is that look? Did someone cast a spell on you?
I want better hair.
I whispered. Mira pulled
Thanks.
a small bottle out from her drawer.
Hair growth pills bought online. They say it's amazing.
I didn't think twice. I took it. Day 1, my hair got softer. Day 2, shinier. Day 3, stunning beyond words. Right when I was staring into the mirror for the 20th time, my phone buzzed. A message from Jinu.
Let's meet this weekend.
I froze. My heart wouldn't listen. I didn't sleep the entire night, and in the stupidity of someone in love with beauty, I doubled the dosage. The morning of the date, I woke up. ZOEY screamed.
Rumi, your hair!
My hair was almost 5 meters long, fluffy like a polar bear just walking out of hibernation. My eyebrows were thick. My face went pale.
No way! My legendary hair!
Mira struggled not to laugh.
Rumi, even like this, I still love you. But Jinu might not.
I tied my hair 3 times around, layered on makeup to hide my brows, wore a turtleneck, even though it was 30 degrees Celsius. At the cafe, Jinu sat by the window, sunlight hitting his hair like a shampoo commercial. He looked up at me. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. His face didn't move.
That is not the hair I was waiting for.
I can explain.
No need.
I froze.
Wait,
Your hair is only an obsession now, Rumi.
He turned around and walked away, without looking back. I trembled. The latte in front of me blurred. I burst into tears, loud, ugly, with zero idle image. Fans took photos non-stop. I jolted awake. My bedroom. I ran to the mirror. My hair was perfect. My eyebrows thin as usual. And thank heavens, everything was normal. I sat down and laughed until I cried. My phone buzzed. A new notification. From Jinu.
Let's meet this weekend.
I held my breath.
Never again!
I slammed my face into the pillow. Was this a dream, or fate messing with me? Hello, I'm Rumi. I'm a member of the girl group Huntrix. Today, I'm going to tell you about something I experienced. When I helped a girl, and realized that if I had been just 1 minute late, she might have disappeared. It happened while our group was preparing for the Demon Hunters live stage. We practiced until late at night. That evening, when I left the practice room close to midnight, the hallway was so silent I could hear my own footsteps clearly. The elevator doors opened, and as I stepped inside, I saw a girl standing curled up in the far corner. Her hair hung down, covering her face, and her hands were clenched so tightly they had turned white. I softly asked, "Are you okay?" She shook her head, not daring to look up. When the lights shifted, I saw a deep bruise on her wrist. I gasped, "What happened to you?" But she cut me off, her voice trembling as if she were about to cry.
don't speak loudly. He'll hear.
Right at that moment, the elevator stopped on the 4th floor. The door opened. A man wearing a maintenance uniform, a cap, and a mask stepped inside. His eyes swept over us quickly. The girl immediately started trembling, pressing herself against me as if she wanted to disappear. I kept calm. He stood very close enough that I could hear his heavy breathing. When the elevator stopped at the basement, he walked out, but before leaving, he turned back to look at me. His gaze was as cold as a blade sliding across my skin. Then he disappeared down the dark hallway. The doors closed. The girl burst into tears, choking so hard her lips turned pale. I held her shoulders. "Who is he?" She trembled.
He's been following me for a week. I'm a new trainee. Tonight, he cornered me and grabbed my wrist. I ran. I didn't know what to do.
A tiny trainee being stalked inside the company building. I couldn't just leave her. "Come with me. You can't be alone." I took her to Huntrix's practice room, the only place with a private lock. As soon as I closed the door, the lights flickered like they were about to go out. I tensed up. Then came a rattling sound at the door, like someone was testing the handle.
He followed us here.
The girl clutched my shirt, her face drained of color. I pulled her into the equipment room, where there was a narrow gap to see outside. The door shook harder. Then a loud bang echoed through the room. I quickly called security, speaking as quietly as I could.
4th floor, Studio C. There's an intruder.
The radio replied, "We're on our way." And then, the door was kicked open. The man stepped inside, a flashlight in his left hand, and in his right, a wrinkled white cloth with a dark, damp stain at the center. A sharp, chemical smell reached our hiding spot. It could be anesthetic. He swept the flashlight around the room, like a predator hunting its prey.
Come out!
His voice stretched, followed by a raspy laugh that made my spine freeze. The beam slowly moved toward the closet. The girl squeezed my hand. I placed a finger over my lips, even though my own breath was stuck in my throat. He stood right in front of the room. The flashlight lifted. A harsh white light hit our faces. He grinned, twisted, almost savoring the moment.
There you are.
Just as he reached out, "Don't move!" The door burst open again. 2 security guards rushed in, their flashlights and batons aimed straight at him. The man spun around, but before he could react, he was slammed to the floor. The cloth dropped at our feet. The girl collapsed, sobbing. My own hands were shaking uncontrollably as the adrenaline drained away. The company conducted an investigation through the night. It turned out he was a temporary contractor who had already been fired, but he kept sneaking in using an old access code. In his room, the police found a bulletin board covered with training schedules and photos of several trainees. The girl was simply the one he had stalked the longest. If I hadn't stepped into that elevator that night, if I hadn't heard that stifled sob, things might have ended in a way no one dares to imagine.